Hey guys, Mark Ferrasci, Protect Dog Training. I love it. And Lucifer. You guys missed it off camera. I'm starting this new food routine where the food's only coming out of my hands. I'm rationing it out daily, and they'll only get fed out of my hand when they're working. Yep. Good dog. So I become the food bowl, right? So we talked about it already with a couple of dogs. We worked Diana and the other dog's name. I got all mixed up. Come on, Lucifer. Good dog, yay. And Diogi. Diogi's the other male. Lucifer is my other one. If anybody's interested, Lucifer is available. And so is Diogi. Okay? So they are both available. They're both males. Diogi and Lucifer are males. Diana's already sold. She's a female. She's my little pocket rocket. And she's all that and then some. Their drive was a little flat on the food. And so I'm trying to bring up food drive by having me become the food bowl. The only time they're getting fed is when the food's coming out of my hand when they're working, just like this. I've got a certain amount of rations in this plastic bag in my pouch that's already been rationed out for his meal this morning. And every time I work him through 3 times a day, just like I would feed my dogs, I become the food bowl. So we're going to find out how this goes and see if my theory is right that I can bring up drive with this. These were kind of flat in food drive. And my friend of mine that has another one of these males had the same kind of problem. And he's not enthralled because he's a working dog trainer that wants a lot more drive. And when you get this kind of drive, it's a double-edged sword because you'll have, like Diana, she's going to be a lot of dog for whoever she goes to. Going to be a really good dog, but she's definitely going to be on the high scale of quality if you can handle it, right? We've got a republic if we can keep it, right? In this regards, if you can deal with the drive and what I produce in dogs, it's something special, but can you handle it, right? That's the key. That's what I'm always saying about being outmatched, because I've got myself such a little niche market going that these dogs are too much dog for most people. I would not suggest these if you've never had a dog or if you're not a working dog trainer and understand what you're getting into. You don't want a dog like this. Hell of a salesman I am, right? But I'm more concerned with a dog getting a good home and going to his true application of what we bred these dogs for, which is high degree of working dog. These guys are all KMVP bloodlines, very high drive dogs, and they need a home that's going to give them what they need to fulfill that psychological need with all this drive. Otherwise, they're going to spin out on you. They're going to end up becoming reactive in 1,001 of the problems based on all this energy. And if you're outmatched, you're going to end up putting the dog in the pound, and that's our throwaway society. We've had that conversation as well. So that's why I'm so adamant about it, and that's why I preach about this and talk about it all the time. The Dutch Shepherd is not a dog that I would suggest for a beginner, right? If you ever watch the police canines, you see that most of them are all Malinois, and that's a lot of dog in itself. They're a high drive dog. But you don't see as many Dutch Shepherds, and there's a reason for that. They're even a peg up above that Malinois. They have a tendency to get climbing the leash, not taking no for an answer. There's all kinds of things with genetic stance with these guys. They need to have a job and have a job to do something. Otherwise, they're going to become a problem, right? Yep. Good dog. Yep. Come on. Good, good. Here. Good boy, good. Yep. Boy, yep. Good. Yep. Good boy, good. That's my boy, good. There you go, good. Yep. Right now I'm giving him a lot. I'm giving him almost like a jackpot every time. The reason being is I want to plant that in his head that I am the food bowl, and it'll come clear to him within about 2-3 days, 4 days. He'll start figuring out, and his ravenous attitude, digging into my hands and things like that, should increase, and I should have more ability with my luring, with everything I need with this method. But there's work involved. I have to sit there and get the food ready the night before, put it in the refrigerator, prep everything, and be way ahead of the game, which is going to take work. Okay, same thing with feeding raw. Raw is a great way to feed a dog, but it takes work. You've got to have a freezer big enough to be able to keep the food in. You're going to be regulated to that raw diet. If you travel, etc., there's a convenience behind kibble, and that's why most people use kibble, because the raw is a lot better for the dog, but it's going to be a workload that you've got to be able to prep and put together. All right, good boy, good. Good. I'm going to move him back a little bit and get him to down so I can do my good duration marker. Good, and treat the table like it's a bowl. Nope. Good. There you go. Good boy. Good. Here. Get it down out of him. Nope. Nope. Good. Nope. 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 Here you. Good. So he's standing up. I want him to lay down, so I'll have to work that out, right? Figure out what do I need with this individual dog and how he's reacting to the food being down below him. He's not wanting to stay down, he's wanting to come up, so I've got to think of something, right? Good. Again, back to conveying a thought to the dog. How do I convey that to the dog? I just figure out some kind of little management trick that I can get. Think of the management trick. A table, what could happen? See that ledge? Allows me to drop the food below the ledge of the table. That's why we use these tables. They got all kinds of things. We had a person talking about getting her dog to down. She has a dominant dog. The dog doesn't want it down. He's not showing any aggression, but the dog kind of stiffens up and doesn't want to get told to go down and be put in a down position. It's a natural instinct with some dogs. That's a submissive position, right? It's one of the harder positions to teach a dog because of that if you don't know what you're doing. Good. Good. See if I can load that good marker. Good boy, that's good. See, we're just getting a relaxed pose out of him here, right? Good. Nope, you dumb shit. Here you. You know, we really have to spray off my table. It's all greasy and food's all over it. Good. We didn't prep this ahead of time like we should have. We tried to put it together this morning. It's not giving me the same consistency. You got to almost do this the night before. Hamburger works real well because there's a certain amount of fat content. You put water in it and it's going to kind of bind the whole thing together, right? So I'm using my good kibble. Victor is what I feed, the 88 for these puppies. Nice high protein. Good. Nope. More expensive. Good. There you go. Good boy. Good. Yeah. Good. There you go. Good boy. Good. All right, so we're going to get a different mental attitude. Same thing, about a quarter of the bag still left. So after a couple, 2-3 days, they're going to figure out if I don't keep the end of the game, if I don't keep solid on the game and stay attentive, he puts me away. It'll take them a few days to figure that out because this lack of attentive is coming from their belly starting to fill up a little bit and they're saying, "Out of hell with it," right? Well, they won't say that all the time once I start building on this because they're going to start realizing, wait a minute, he just took me and put me away. All right, Mark Ferrasci, Protect Dog Training, and Lucifer. Good dog, good. Talk to you guys later.